The underground network. These human beings take a long time to work things out. To be fair, they do experience reality differently to us. They don't really experience anything, not like us. They just repeat cycles mechanically. They are like ball bearings going round and round endlessly in a ceiling fan. Well, perhaps we too would struggle if we had to live life at that speed. After all, an hour to us is like 10 years to them. Think of how quickly they pop in and out of existence. We can wake up from a short nap, and a whole generation of them are gone and have been replaced. If we had to whiz around the way they do every day, who knows how it might affect our minds? They're not challenged, they're just weak, pathetic low vibrational parasites. They are like a virus on this earth. I don't know why the masters of all created them. All they do is spread their disease and filth and leave their poison behind wherever they go. The sooner they wipe themselves out, the better. But those nukes, they'd kill us too. We can take all their carbon dioxide waste. We love it, we thrive on it. But nuclear, that's a different story. I heard through the underground network that they are developing weapons that interfere with the very building blocks of life itself. Yes, these human beings are so full of themselves, do whatever they please, no concern for the rest of us. My point exactly, my dear friend. We won't fare well in the event of them using those kind of weapons. There'd be no breathable air left. We would all perish. Bloody hooligans, the lot of them. Look how many thousands of their own years they've been carrying on with this foolishness, this savagery, and they still haven't learnt a damn thing. It's best we wish them well all the same. If they destroy each other, they'll destroy us too. Don't be so sure. We were here long before them. We'll outlive them too. Even if we are all obliterated in one of their apocalypses, the seed of us will remain. And in time, when the earth is fertile again, this seed will grow, and we will once again populate this planet. We are the true rulers of this earth, not them. I hear you, my friend. The underground network is strong. But if we are the true rulers, why can't we get them to stop? I mean, we've got the Congo Basin, the Daintree, the Tongass, the Valdivian, and all of the great Amazon, not to mention other forests, on it day and night, sending subterranean love and peace signals up through their roads and walkways. And yet they still continue to chop us down. I'm afraid they won't stop until every last one of us is gone. Genocide, that's what it is. There's no other word for it. I've asked myself the same question. All I can say is the masters of all must have their reasons for putting a lesser kingdom of beings above us, making us subject to their whims and corrupted agendas. No thanks for what we did in the garden. These human beings were rotten from the start, so arrogant. They assumed they could eat the apple of knowledge we so graciously manifested, thinking it would have no consequence, even against the master's wishes. If only they had been obedient and not picked the fruit before they were made ripe for it. Maybe then we could have all lived in perfect harmony together. Still, you can't deny they have done some good in the world. Some of their technology is quite impressive. All that knowledge didn't completely go to waste, I guess. Their technology will be the undoing of them. Mark my words. Knowledge before its time is dangerous. They have the knowledge to save millions of lives, and yet instead they use it to build atom bombs, prisons, and high-frequency sound weapons. They use the truth, which is meant to set you free, to enslave each other. Knowledge they have plenty, but not wisdom. In this they are lacking. What is knowledge without wisdom? As far as I'm concerned, they are a cursed bunch of degenerates who offer no benefits to this earth. Their only redeeming quality is in death, their decomposed bodies making it a good fertilizer for the soil, rich in nutrients and minerals. They don't seem to realize that they need us in order to survive. They couldn't exist without us. Oh, they know. They're just stubborn, unruly. They see themselves as gods who can rewrite reality. And they hear us. They just choose not to listen. A waste of perfectly good carbon, if you ask me. I understand your anger, my friend. My grandfather was contrived by them into some platform they use for their primitive form of eating. I think they call it a table. Yes, with all their so-called discoveries, they still haven't achieved photosynthesis for their own species. I can still hear him at night sometimes, trapped in the form they've shaped him into. Sanded and polished, severed from the underground network, and yet I can still hear him, feel him. No tree deserves to be treated that way. It's not tree-mane. Give him a proper burial. Let him fall naturally when it's his time, so he can be one with the earth again. Let him give his body back to the soil, the same soil he sprouted from. It just seems so cruel to turn him into an object for their amusement, a rocking horse for their offspring, a musical instrument. I guess it's one way of gaining immortality, or something close to it. Some of these objects last a lot longer than us, you know. At least he's still being made use of. Sensitivity has never been one of your strong points, has it? I'm talking about my grandfather here. It's not just your granddad. Many of my own family have faced similar fates. Most of my cousins on my mother's side were made into an Art Deco kitchen suite for one of their condos. Unfortunately, human beings are like a plague to us. All we can do is try to look on the bright side. Look on the bright side? When do you ever do that? You don't actually have a point of view, do you? You just like being contrary, opposing, in disagreement. I disagree. See, there you go again. Would you feel better if I agreed with you? Well, just the once would be nice. Even if I don't agree with you. That's just it. You never agree with me. I disagree.